it's me and my dad.
Dedan.
And welcome to Daddy-Daughter Conversation.
Daddy-Daughter Conversations.
But before we start, just make sure to like, comment, share, and
subscribe.
Subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you get to miss any of our videos when we drop them out. And also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And follow our fellow fan Jen Kiao to see sneak peeks to our future videos.
Thank you so much, you baby girl. This is Daddy-Daughter Conversation. Kindly support us.
Support.
We love your support. And how do you do that? Subscribe. We're on our journey to 1,000. Be part of that journey. Journey to 1,000 continues. Be part of that journey. Thank you so much for those who have subscribed. If you haven't, kindly consider subscribing. Right there. The red button.
Hit button.
It. So, in our Daddy-Daughter Conversation today, we want to just have a conversation with my daughter.
Yes.
About
my first time in America.
Yeah, we want to have her. We moved from Kenya to America, and of course, with that comes change. With that comes a new environment. With that comes new ways of doing things. With that comes
adapt.
New schooling, new friends. So we just want to get a figure from Lulu's perspective. What is it that happened with her? So, baby, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. So, what was it like moving to America?
I mean, it was kind of scary because you weren't there with me, remember? But I was really excited because I heard so many good things about America on TV, and I was very excited to step foot in America.
Yeah, excited to step foot in America. Yeah. What had you heard about America?
That they had really cool houses and really pretty bridges and stuff. But I think I thought it was gonna be a really pretty bridge with cherry blossoms and pink flowers. I think I was talking about Japan at that time.
How was school? What was the what did you notice as a difference between the school in Kenya? Because in Kenya you had gone to primary school, and then here you had started going to grades.
Yes. For one thing, they didn't have all of the grades packed up together. So instead of like first grade to 8th grade, from pre-K to 8th grade, they had first grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade in a different building, 6, 7, 8 different building, 9, 10, 11, 12 in a different building.
Which was different from how?
Probably elementary school and middle school were different, but high school is not different. Because even though the 9th and the 12th graders and all the other 8th graders at the beginning, they were put in a different building from.
How was it like, the difference in education in Kenya and education in America?
For one thing, you could read really big books. Like back in Kenya, the longest book I've ever read was a book that was around 24 pages. But here they have books 360 pages, even little kids are reading. Like the Mysterious Bendix Society, it was like this thick, and kids could read it, like first graders and even 3rd graders read it.
Okay. Tell me about the language factor. The English in Kenya and English in America was different.
Yeah.
How did you fit in?
For one thing, it was helping with ESOL classes.
What is ESOL?
ESOL is English second language. So what we do is we come together, then we start learning how to speak the English over here. Because most of the time when we go to other places, they usually have British English.
Like in Kenya?
Yeah, like in Kenya, we use British English. So like when you come here, there's a bunch of things. Like for example, nobody says garbage can. People say trash can.
You don't say garbage can, you say trash can.
And color is spelled C-O-L-O-R, not C-O-L-O-U-R.
Oh, so it's a little different And then you say, you don't say water, you say
Water.
water.
Yes. You roll the R.
You roll the R.
Yes. Water.
Yeah, I'll say water.
And I'll say water. And each time you take some flour, and Daddy says flour, and I say flour.
Yeah, so we do have, Lulu is trying to take me through how to pronounce them in the American. Yeah.
But pronounce
Like here you don't say, let's say carrot.
carrot.
Here they say carrot. In Kenya we used to say carrot. So did you experience initially some problems as you were communicating with the kids here in the US?
Yeah, but sometimes, but not most of the time.
No, most of the time.
Because I could speak English and I could understand them, and unlike other kids which have to just start all over again. Because only kids who know Kiswahili and they have a hard time understanding other kids. But I knew both Kiswahili and English because in my old school we were trained to speak both of those languages.
Okay.
Yes.
So how was the food in America compared to food at home?
It's not as tasty as home. Probably because most of the food here is processed. No offense, but it is processed. So back in Kenya, we take stuff from the ground, completely natural. But over here, they process the foods, they artificially flavor the foods, so it does not just come from a direct form. It has to be processed and stuff.
Processed food. So there's that difference in foods that are, like from Kenya, the natural foods as opposed to food in the US. Talk about making friends. Is it easier to make friends here as opposed to making friends back home?
I'm gonna say it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Because everybody is a human being over there, so we have to learn how to communicate with each other and also find common ground.
Find common grounds and making friends. Okay. Do you miss some of your friends back at home?
Yeah, I used to have this best friend. Her name was Denisha.
Yeah, Tanisha, if you're watching, talk to her.
Denisha, I miss you very much. I really, really miss you, and I wish you could share all my experience that I've had here in America.
You will someday. Tell her
Yes.
one day you'll be back in Kenya and you'll share the experiences.
And we'll watch anime together, I promise.
Yeah, so the friends that you had, the environments that you had. So what are the good things that you have found in America that were not there at home?
For example, anime, just as I told you. I like it, and I also like McDonald's and all the foods that they have over here. Even though it's processed, it's good food. I also like going to many places without having to deal with the dust and the traffic. And people are saying beep, 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 beep. And walking to school, actually, we don't have to walk to school that much because of the bus. And even though we do walk to school, it's not that dusty. You don't find stray dogs everywhere. It doesn't smell like somebody peed on the streets anymore. It's just so much cleaner.
It's so much cleaner over here.
And they have faster internet.
You know? They have faster internet. Okay. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what would you tell someone who is looking forward someday to probably coming to America?
When you come to America over here, you have to have an open mind to all your expectations, because if you have one expectation coming in mind, you might get disappointed. So it's important that you keep an open mind and have a lot of fun when you're here.
Have a lot of fun when you're here. Would you want to go back home to Kenya someday?
Yes, someday. Yes.
Other than your friend Tanisha, who else do you miss back home?
My friend Salma. She was my best friend back at home. She actually moved, so I don't even know where she is, but I really miss her.
So 2 things that you would tell someone, maybe a young person like you who's probably moving with their parents to the US. What are the 2 things that you think you need them to carry when they're coming to America?
Just as I said, open mind and open heart.
Open mind and open heart.
Yes.
Be ready to have fun.
Yes.
And be ready for new experiences.
Yes.
And be ready to live your life fully.
You live your life fully.
Live your life fully.
Yeah, and also don't just look back at your past and say, I wish I was in Kenya. It's good to look back, but if you look back too much, you might miss out on how much fun that you're having here.
How much fun that you're gonna be having here. Wow. Thank you so much, baby, for sharing with us your American experience.
No
the
worries.
food, the people, and the joys.
Yes.
Are there any time that you have felt like you shouldn't have been in America?
No.
You've always enjoyed your time here?
I've enjoyed my time. I actually have a bunch of friends now.
A bunch of friends, which is good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, baby, for sharing that with me.
No problem.
I will want to meet you again as you share with me the rest of your journey.
I will always
your
share with
journey
you.
And your many other journeys, okay? Thank you, baby.
No problem.
Love you. So what do you want to tell them?
Shout out to my friends.
Shout out to Lulu's friends, all of them. Those who are in Kenya, those who are in America.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy Lulu's journey. She's journaling her journey in the US, and maybe someday she'll release a book.
I will release a book one day.
On her experiences in America. And that will be fun. We'll all love to read it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, baby. So what do you want to tell them?
Before we end this show, I'm going to give you guys 2 seconds to subscribe. Are you ready? 1, 2. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I hope you have a great day, great night, or great afternoon.
Wherever you are.
Yes.
And we love you.
We always love you.
We love you.
I will always love you. Dolly Parton.
Not Dolly Parton, baby.
Yeah.
That's not Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
It's Whitney Houston.
No, Whitney Houston. Well, another thing. It's Dolly Parton.
No.
Write down in the comments, is it Dolly Parton or
No, really, baby.
Houston?
It's not Dolly Parton. It's Whitney Houston.
Dolly Parton.
Do you want to bet with me?
Yeah.
I know more than you do, baby.
I'll bet you $1.
Nah, you ain't gonna give me $1.
Let's go see.